Welcome to Behind the Scenes. In this channel, we cover the life stories of various influential and interesting public figures. To receive notification of next videos, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. Today, we're going to be covering the story of the talented and legendary, the late Lebo Mathosa. Let's start with her early life. Lebohang Precious Mathosa was born on July 16, 1977 to Judy Peter, her biological mother in Daveyton, East Rand, situated in Gauteng. A brief background of Township of Daveyton. It is a township in South Africa's Gauteng province, a Ekurhuleni metropolitan municipality. It is a home to numerous musicians such as your Lyra, Young Stunner. It is also a home for some of our radio DJs, actors, and many more. The township is well known for its thriving nightlife, which includes bars, taverns, lounges. There's definitely no boredom here. Soccer is the most popular sport in this part of town, and numerous tournaments are held mostly during the festive season. We can say it is a home for soccer lovers. Now, going back to the story of Lebo Mathosa, it is alleged that her mother fell pregnant with her while she was still in school and unfortunately had no choice but to give her baby away. The late Lebo Mathosa was then adopted and raised by Nomvula, Magdalene, and Madimeza Gareth Mathosa that lived in Johannesburg but later moved to Pietersburg. It is reported that the late Lebo started singing in her local church choir at a tender age of 7 years old. When she was a teenager, the family relocated back to Johannesburg, and it was there that she fell in love with music as well as learning about various musical styles, including the then current popular kwaito and bubblegum infused disco style. Her career got off to a head start at the age of 14 years old when she was discovered by the music producer Don Laga, who put her in a famous and successful group called Boom Shaka, with the three members being Junior Sokela, Theo Dlengetwa, and Tembisiete. The group was officially activated in 1993. Boom Shaka became one of the most successful kwaito groups of the 90s with their first debut single, It's About Time, becoming an instant hit. This group had a lot of success thanks to their originality, distinctive dance styles, and fascinating clothing sense. In fact, I will let you listen to Tembi Siete describing the Boom Shaka journey on a radio interview.
Something similar going on, the energy and the passion and just that, the love for music. And I was like, you know what, I'll sacrifice, to cut the long story short, I'll make sure that I am here during the week, because obviously I was at school. So obviously we as Gulisanyana and all of that, just to go and meet this lady, And when I eventually met Ulebo, that was the beginning of my life, the beginning of the biggest thing. I couldn't believe, there are people like that, such power and talent and passion really existed. I didn't know. It's the kind of thing that you'd see on stage, or on TV, or hear about it on radio or something. It was just rare to meet someone that was just powerful like that, and not even know that she had that power, And I just like, you're not going anywhere. You're my friend, you're my sister forever. And that was the beginning of the biggest times.
And
when Hillbrow happened, Lebo decided, okay, since we've met and we're L&T, she's going to leave her place, go Daveyton, and move to town. Okay? And then Theo also moved from Guatemala he came to town. And then obviously Junior was already in Hillbrow and performing and also traveling the world. As you said, we were still doing the L&T. Theo was doing Majens and Junior was with Prophets of the City, but there was this meeting place called Arena.
Nazo!
Arena.
High
Point.
Arena would open at 3 in the afternoon, eh?
Yeah.
No,
and
no,
then,
it's called matinee.
Yes. It was like a youth center in a way, in a clubby way. Right? A youth center.
I've heard the story.
And and as Majens, Theo's group, L&T, Tembi and Lebo, Junior, Prophets of the City, and him alone, and other groups will come together. And Bratzi, we used to beat them.
Sure.
Mina no Lebo.
Obvious.
We used to just kill them. And we'll win all these prizes because there were competitions. Obviously, we'll have to compete with all these groups, and most of them were guys, always being surrounded by guys. And thank God, none of them took advantage of us, including Kalawa guys.
Yeah, including.
Yes, I was speaking about Stone, and there's never a time where we felt like, oh my God, now we have to protect ourselves. We actually felt protected, like we have our men. And it was just only me and Lebo. Joined later. And we'll take these prices, and that's when we got discovered by Oscar. And Oscar was like, you know what, there's something amazing that's happening. And obviously by that time, Gina was already out there. And so I want to come up with my own solo project, And there's something that I'm working on, Oscar. Please help me to find a female vocalist. And Oscar's like, of course, there's this girl that's amazing talking about Lebo. And the meeting happened. I'm pushing. The meeting happened. And it was like, if you want to work with me, you have to bring in my sister. Me. And that's how Junior, Lebo, and Tembi kind of make it happen. And then Lebo was like, you know what, I have someone in my life, and he can sing. He's amazing. He's soulful and music background with Theo. And that's how Boom Shaka came together.
They must talk about
us. That was exactly what happened. It was a conversation going to Slugelo in Pretoria. Remember there was Tlogelo Medunsa, and those were like the festivals were insane. And it was a conversation on our way because we really didn't have a song at that time. And Christos decided, I'm going to invite these people and you guys better come up with something. And we thought, you know what, international artists, they introduce themselves and they talk about themselves, and there's absolutely nothing talking about yourself so people can know who you are. And we thought there has to be our name there. Boom Shaka has to be somewhere there. And it's Junior that said, it's time. It's time they talk about us. It's time they talk about Boom Shaka. And number one, Boom Shaka is explosion. It's like a bomb. And then Shaka is the king of Zulu. The most powerful Zulu king, and when you put it together, it's a mess. And that's who we are.
And it was a mess. It was really
and that's how it's about time you listen to Boom Shaka. Came about.
Decision to launch her own solo career in the year 2000. It was evident that the late Lebo Mathosa would be successful as a solo artist. Her debut solo album, Dream, quickly achieved gold status after release. Additionally, she won the Best Dance Album and Best Female Vocalist prizes at the 2001 South African Awards, the SAMAs. Her next album, Drama Queen, was also successful and won a SAMA for the Best Dance Album. The late Lebo Mathosa was a woman of many talents, as she also gave acting a try. She appeared in the local soapie Mubango. Mathosa was highly recognized for her music and other things, but she was also known for her bleached blonde hair, her stellar performances. The lady would leave you asking for more. Her outrageous stage attires, cheerful and sassy demeanor, and the fact that she was openly bisexual. Her career was influenced by the South African legendary singer Brenda Fassie, who was frequently compared to her. She did not only have a soft spot for her, but also found inspiration in her. Sadly, Lebo tragically died in an accident on the 26th of October 2006. She was allegedly driven by a 20-year-old man that was later identified as Nhlanhla. On Monday morning, on the N3 highway close to Germiston on the East Rand, it is claimed that the driver lost control of the car and it crashed into a tree. She reportedly suffered severe internal injuries and passed away at the scene. She passed away at the age of 29 years old. Lebo's passing at such an early age was a terrible event, not only for her family and friends, but for South Africa as a whole. Despite the fact that the accident prematurely ended her career, Lebo Mathosa accomplished a lot in her musical career and left a lasting legacy. She won the Best Dressed Woman of the Year award in 2001 and was nominated by FHM magazine as one of Africa's sexiest women. Her second album, titled Drama Queen, won the South African Music Awards for Best Dance Album. She has shared a stage with the legendary US artist Keith Sweat. She was nominated for a British Music of Black Origin for Best African Act Award. The star was laid to rest at Phumlani Cemetery on the East Rand, Gauteng. In recent news, the family of the late singer expressed their sadness after learning that Lebo's gravesite had been vandalized and ruined beyond repairs. Lebo Mathosa, the brother of Lebo, claims that this tombstone was never vandalized despite its allegation. However, Manyano Memorial offered the family a new tombstone to replace the current one. And this is what it looks like. Whether or not there was vandalism, the improvement is lovely for her final resting place. The Day Star is continued to be recognized and honored. In 2019, BET launched The Dream, Lebo Mathosa's story, as a tribute to the late Lebo Mathosa. Most people in South Africa continue to remember her and the legacy that she left behind. May her soul rest in peace. This brings us to the end of our story for today. If you enjoy the content in the story, remember to like and hit that subscribe button so that you can receive notification for the next video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.